Well, yes, $700 million worth of weapons to be sent to Ukraine. That's what the White House is expected to unveil this Wednesday. But administration officials briefed reporters about this plan, and it includes a lot of different types of weapons and ammunition, anti-tank missiles, radar systems. But of course, the spotlight is on those advanced rocket systems that we've been talking about for a few days, because on Monday, Joe Biden had said that the U.S. would not be sending rockets to Ukraine that could strike inside Russia. But the U.S. will be sending mid-range rockets. Mid-range, that means up to 80 kilometers, according to White House officials. And if you think about it, of course, there is a border between Ukraine and Russia. So technically, a missile that can reach within 80 kilometers could be used to targets within the territory of Russia, but senior administration officials say that they have gotten assurances from the Ukrainians that whatever missiles are sent to them by the United States would not be used to strike within the territory of Russia, only to target Russian targets within the Ukrainian territory. These are missiles for Ukraine to defend itself, not to attack Russia within its territory.
And Keravan, turning then to this opinion piece published in the New York Times, what exactly is Biden clarifying here in terms of US policy on the war?
Well, there has been some back and forth, especially between some of the statements that the president has made, followed by some sort of walkbacks made by his team. And so this op-ed really sort of sets things straight, if you will. The president in it writes that the goal of the United States in Ukraine and during this war is pretty straightforward. They want to help Ukraine defend itself against the Russian aggression. And that help means military help, economic help, humanitarian help. It also means more sanctions against Russia as long as Russia continues to attack Ukraine, as well as a strengthening of NATO, especially on its eastern flank. But the president was also extremely clear. He said, we do not seek a war with Russia. He also clarified something that he had said earlier, talking about how he wanted to see Putin gone and no longer in power in Russia. And he said, as much as I disagree with Vladimir Putin, the U.S. will not try to bring about his ouster in Moscow. The president also reiterating something that he has said ever since the start of this war. The U.S. will not be sending U.S. troops in Ukraine to fight against the Russian. It will also not be attacking Russians directly. The president finishing this opinion piece with a direct message to the Russian president himself. He spoke to Vladimir Putin, saying that Vladimir Putin was mistaken when he thought that the U.S. and its allies would not be united in their response. And he said, if he expects that we will waver or fracture in the months to come, he is equally mistaken, says Joe Biden.
Keravan, thank you as ever for that analysis.